Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 37 of Expert Skyblock with Soren. Soren, I noticed you broke all the things.
I did.
And by all the things, I mean all the crafting tables.
Yep.
You know the logistics pipe system thinks it can craft things that it can't right now, right?
Yep.
Okay, just so you know. So I guess your thought here is let's keep track of what we haven't moved over to AE yet?
So my thought was, anything that you need in AE, here's your last chance to see what you're missing.
Okay. So yes, my thought would be, basically I would say...
all the witchery stuff and all the blood magic stuff is not out of craft, I don't think, right now. So you may have to
correct. I would say go ahead and just kill it all. And then if I go to the AE system and I decide, hey, I need item X and it doesn't know how to make it, I will teach it.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Woohoo! Like, you can just blow it all away. Have fun. Goodbye, logistics pipes crafting system.
TNT, hold on. I need you. Hold on. TNT.
I don't think I want you auto-crafting TNT.
No. I have TNT. You said blow it all away.
Yeah. I see you moved my living wood... living rock configuration, though it doesn't. Is it not working right now, or do you have it turned off?
So look at the level emitters here, right over here.
Okay,
that's how many we have in the system.
Interesting. So 2,000 of each.
Yeah, and that's inside the AE system right now. So whenever you want it, that's where it goes. And if you need more than 2,000, it'll
just change that number. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So this was pretty much the way I was going to do AE, like formation planes, filtering stone and wood, and all that good stuff. So that works.
It's pretty standard, so. Because you built it a couple seasons ago, and the whatchamacallit, the multi-biomed cavern thing that we had.
Yeah.
With EE.
Cool. When I logged in earlier, we were out of power, by the way, and I threw some nether stars into here for us.
Yeah, I figured that would happen over the weekend.
Yeah, I mean it was PAX East, and we had a good time, and now we're back.
Yes.
And we're ready to the things and such. Wow, I am looking at things that you've done and questioning severely what is going on. Okay, cool. That's a way to do things. Neat. Okay.
So it's because of overclockers that we're going to have in this?
Yes. Understood. What's the transvector interface for?
This one here is for water.
Oh, okay.
And this one over here is for more recipes.
Cool. Interesting. Okay. I'm just trying to get a handle on all the things that Soren's been rewiring around this place. There's also animals everywhere.
I know. It's kind of annoying, actually, to be honest, because they're spawning on top of a cobblestone. I think.
Well, I'm gonna get some lassos.
Okay.
And that'll take care of our animal problem. And then I'll make sure that we just have at least a couple of every animal. We'll put it in the A system. And then when we decide we need cows, we will have cows. Cool beans. So I have no idea what I'm working on today, by the way, Soren. Like I logged in and I have no idea what I'm doing today. Like I don't even have like an inkling. Like I need to stop recording for a minute and figure it out.
Okay.
That's my plan here. So I'm going to collect cows and pigs and sheep and then decide what I'm going to work on. And then we'll be back. Oh, I think I have an idea, but yeah, we'll see. All right, guys, we are back, and I want to try something out. So let's see. Want a couple diamonds, want a couple of these. I'm going to make this. What color ender chests are we using already? But they're your ender chests, aren't they? So it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I may have to link up a diamond to it. Do you need me to do that?
What's that?
Do you need me to link a diamond to it?
No, I'll use my own ender chests for this purpose.
Oh, okay.
So, trying to figure out exactly how I want this to work. I would like to build a system that automatically converts all of these essences into the liquid form, I think. I'm not entirely sure how badly that's going to flood our system, though. Or at the very least, I would like it to... Well, I mean, there's a couple different ways to go about this, really. One thing we're going to want to do is do an export into a void jar for Aurum once it gets over a certain amount. And we're not going to want to export all the primal aspects because we've got a stupidly large amount of them, right? Because that's the imbalance, right? There's a ton of those. So we're going to have to filter when we're dumping out those guys. What we're going to want to do then is pull out all the others and maybe turn them all into liquid essentia. That sound about right, Soren? Does that sound like a plan?
Maybe. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Having them all liquid would be nice.
Yeah. I should teach this thing how to do essentia crafting, like craft the essentia.
Yeah, that's the thing you learned today.
Well, no. I want to make it craft the essentia storage cells.
Oh, those things. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I need to go kill a cow for a moment. Be right back.
Right? Because I forget what you know. You know how to make arcane stone blocks in a transvector interface. So if I want 4K essentia storages, for example, it's going to require a calculation press, any type of ethereal essence. I could just use one of the primals. And then quartz glass, which it already knows how to make. And this is just pure Certus quartz? Yes. Any essentia and a logic processor. So that's actually not bad. But then these things require thaumium and warded glass. So thaumium, did you reteach it how to make thaumium?
I taught it how to do that. It doesn't know how to make mana steel at the moment.
Oh.
Because I just literally took out that pipe, just as you asked.
Oh, sorry.
One moment. We got this.
I'm sure.
Like, literally, I just had the pipe on me, so there you go. You should be able to craft it in a second. If you need mana
Cool.
steel.
Okay. So I might work towards getting 64K essentia storages. And we're going to want... How many aspects are there? That's the question. So there's
Like over
1, 2,
50.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 4 is 32. And right? Yes, 8. Yes, times 4 is 32. And then we've got 6 times 4 is 24. And 32 is 58. 56, right? 56. Yeah, cool. Okay. So 56 types. And then each essentia guy, once I get this up and running, it'll be ideal. Can store 12 types, right? So even this guy can store 12, right? So 56 divided by 12 will be 4.6. So we're going to need 5 times. So we're going to basically need 5 64x storage components. So let's get one 64x storage. Let's teach it how to go. So remember, the painful part of this is the crafting part, right? So we're going to want 64K storage cell. So we're going to want this guy in there. So if I want to teach this, right, we can't shift click in here, unfortunately. So warded glass. Oh, we have to autocraft crystallos and magicalis. Thought I made a bunch of those, didn't I? I mean, a bunch is a stretch. I did not make a bunch. Though I might have stored the components for it over here. Nope. All right, we're going to want a bunch of those. Let me go off camera for a minute, because this is going to be a little bit of manual labor, and we'll be right back.
Magic, so, yeah.
Okay. I want to test something, guys. I want to do something that's a little bit... Hopefully this works. No, not what I wanted. I want it there. So if I were to, for example, say export redstone, would that work? Yeah, that's what's up. Okay. Okay, I can manage that. So we're going to want fuzzy card, capacity card, acceleration card. So That'll unlock that, right? And then I can do you, you, and you.
Could you come here for a minute, or when you can, over by the Botania area?
Nice, that is cool. So this will always run. Perfect. That's what I want. Okay, good deal. Yes, sir. One moment, please. Botania area. Yes. What's up?
This crafting pipe.
Yes.
Satellite doing what now?
Which crafting pipe?
The one that goes into this chest I'm standing on. What's the satellite doing?
It's the satellite is off.
Okay, so it's just you spaced it out just because it spaced it out?
Maybe. I think I had different things go. Okay, so look inside the cart.
Inside the cart. Okay.
See how there's a fire and water rune in there?
They don't get used, right?
Yes. So originally I had a fire and water rune in there, and then when I realized that you got them back, I had to adjust the inputs.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So we'll be back in a second. Let me do a couple more things off camera. I'm still cooking up this stuff. All right, guys. I think I've got it here. I should now be able to request a 64 Essentia storage, and it's going to craft all these things. Missing 31 essence. That's okay. I'll get some. Actually requires quite a bit of essence. My goodness. Let's put 2 stacks in there for now. We're going to shortly make this available to the AE system, but put that in there. 64. So I taught it how to craft balance shards using Ordo shards, and how to make Salus Mundus using Ordo shards, and everything down the line. Go. And that shouldn't actually be too bad. Nice. So you can see it's making 1Ks at the moment, I guess. That's what it's currently crafting. A bunch of 1Ks, as a matter of fact, because we're going to need a lot of them. Not bad at all. And we're actually refilling our wand just as quickly as using it. All right, now we're making a few 4Ks. Nice. Now we're making some 16s, some more 4Ks. That's cool. You should be working just fine. Nice. And now we should have... What'd you do?
What do you mean what I do?
Everything's off. You broke the things.
Give it a moment. I added a wire, so it probably revalidated it. There you go.
Give me a heart attack, Soren. And now I have to teach it
naked,
thaumium,
so you have to ship
redstone,
again.
warded glass. Cool. Don't forget your knowledge core. Is that not right? Oh, it's just shaped crafting? Okay, that's cool. So it's not this, it's just regular old doop-doop-doop-bop-bop. We're just gonna need more thaumium. ×2. I'm testing your mana steel ingot crafter. Looks like it worked.
Partially. Wasn't quite done, but okay.
I mean, it worked.
Did it get it back?
Yeah.
It crafted mana steel and put it back in the system.
Yes.
Come here for a moment.
In a sec. What's up?
How did it put it back in the system?
Oh.
Like, I was about to put that in. That's... What?
I don't know. It did.
I feel like...
All I know is it worked. Maybe there was already mana steel in there.
Maybe.
Oh, you know what? There's already mana steel in there. I just used some from that was already in the system. Did you craft a bunch recently?
I was about to say, it's like, what?
Did you craft a bunch recently?
Yeah, I put 32 in there.
Oh, well, that's how it did it.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you crafted?
No.
How did that happen? Okay.
Don't ask me these things. I don't know. You put 32 in there. You should know. Okay, so...
Yeah, but you said you crafted it, which I thought you middle-clicked it.
So 64 Essentia
I
storage
didn't know you
cell.
pressed something else and just use
That
it.
should happen right away because it's just using the thing that we already had.
Do that.
What now?
Don't do that to me.
Okay. I want to temporarily take these out, and I want to put that in there. And the reason I want to do this, so now if we come over to here, this thing should be empty. Yes? Yes. Cool. So now let's get a stack of Ignis, for example. And we're going to figure out how much of this stuff is used by a whole stack of this stuff, right? Probably trying to craft more charcoal at the moment, and it's going to fail. Yes, that's okay. My plan is to do a little math and figure out exactly how much stuff equals what, right? So come back in a second when this is done cooking. All right, so it's pretty much done cooking at this point, right? Everybody's done? Yeah, nice, okay. Oh, and you went charcoal, huh? Okay, no wonder you're so slow. This is what happens when Soren rearranges our stuff. He breaks all the things. All right, so that means that we're pretty much good here, right? So that should be about... We should have gotten 128 of each, right? So I think it's still cooking down the last line. And that's why we're... Yeah, see? Okay. And I think it's using up 3 Ignis over there, so we should have only 125 Ignis. So Ignis should be done, Orm should be almost done. And if we check over here, right? So 125 and 125. All right, so we're gonna calculator this out, right? So 128 plus 125 is 253. Okay, and we are using over here 127 bytes. Cool. So does that mean it's half a byte per? Okay. Right? Yeah, so that's really close to half a byte. So basically, cool. So half a byte equals that. So let's say we were to convert, okay, 1,000, let's say 1,800, okay? So that would be about 900,
so still should
right?
be back. Down
Yay!
back.
Good job, Soren. So 900 bytes per aspect type, and we're going to be storing 12 aspects in there. That's 10, 8, 4. Okay, yeah, so that's like 10,000. So we're fine. End of the day, the result is we are fine with the amount of... Okay, that's cool. Well, we're probably doubling it, so it'll probably be like 20,000. But we should be fine. Cool. All right, so we should have more than enough. So what we're going to want is 4 more of those 64Ks, right? So let's request 1 more for now. And let's see if it has everything available that it needs. It does seem to. So that's cool. So we're going to start working towards that. The next thing I'm going to want to do... So we're basically going to want to transfer. So I'm going to want...
We're going to teach these things how to make... or teach both these alchemical constructs how to make both the same things. Just make it faster.
Okay. So we're going to want...
I think it's making aluminum, a lot of aluminum.
Warp item ducts. Fluctuating item ducts. Okay, I'll get some fluctuating item ducts. Why not? No, wait, those are the redstone versions one, right? Okay. That should be relatively easy to craft. Sweet. All right, so item ducts. We're going to want some resonant servos. We're going to want a resonant retriever or two. That should be cool. And then we're going to want those ender chests that I made just a little bit ago, owned by Direwolf 20. So my thought process is, first I'm going to want 64 of each type of aspect. So we're going to put this guy here for now. And we can move him later as needed. Over here, we're going to want...
What's this chest for?
The ender chest? What chest?
The ender chest.
It's eventually going to be how I get the ethereal essences over there from here.
All the aspects, okay.
Cool. So my plan is I'm going to move a stack, and only a stack of the primals, and then I'm going to move as many non-primals as possible.
Okay.
So that's stage 1 of this build. So I'll basically want to run it here. We'll close off these guys just for appearance's sake, and probably also not to break things. We'll want to close off these guys. Okay, so that's cool. And then we're going to want a retrieval node on this dude that's going to be configured for use NBT, use metadata. It's going to be a whitelist. And total max items in inventory, 64. Okay. And what we're going to want is one of each primal. So that should be you and you. One, two, three, four. Okay, so we're going to whitelist these guys. And hopefully this does what I think it's going to do. And we're going to say ignored redstone. Not what I wanted to see it do. I wanted to see it have 64 of each type. That's annoying. I was hoping that would do what I want. If I take that off there, yeah, that stinks. Okay. What if I put this in here? That doesn't... Okay. So I can obviously do this with logistics pipes, right? So let's not worry too much about this. I was hoping I could do it with these pipes, but back in a sec. So let's do this. I'm going to break this guy. We're going to put a basic logistics pipe. We're going to wrench you. We're going to put that dude there, active supplier module there. Let's take these out for the time being. Cool, and let's try this get all the primals thing again. And you know what I should do also is put this back in here for the time being, just so I don't have this eating up my inventory space, and this will also allow this guy to start cooking. Where are you? Where's my thing? There you are. You should have the stuff you need. Okay, cool. So that's going to allow that to craft again. Beautiful. Nice. What you doing, buddy?
Crafting Thaumium.
Cool. Yes, it should be all working well. I had temporarily removed the storage cells for Essentia, but they're back now.
Yeah, we're good. As soon as I started crafting, I was like, huh, that was cool.
We're gonna open up this dude. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make this easier on myself. Stack of each. That should be definitely easier. Definitely partial, and we're gonna want a stack of each.
Did
each
you
of the
by
primals.
chance get an email about a thing that has spaceships?
I did.
You did?
Yep.
Is that thing hypeable now? Like, I got it like 5 minutes before stream.
I did not read it fully, but I was going to ask you
gonna
about
open
that thing.
I'm gonna open it now because I want to hype it up if it's not.
You open it, and then you let me know, and then we'll discuss further. All right, so that keeps those things stocked. Now what I'm gonna also do is I'm going to switch this guy to make you the blacklist. Okay, and we're gonna say infinite number, a stack at a time. Okay, so this way we will pull everything out of there that's not a primal. Okay, so we ignore this, and you should start pulling like crazy non-primals, but you're not. So stop, stop, stop. You're blacklisted on Aqua. Why are you pulling Aqua? Why would you do such a thing to me? Why would you? Why? Okay, so let's try this the other way. Let's remove you. Okay, we're gonna put this back. We're gonna try this with the non-retrieval node. Okay, so we're gonna do you, resident servo, here. I'm gonna get one of each type again. We're gonna say blacklist, use metadata, use NBT, use OR dictionary? Maybe that's why. But I mean, if it works, it works, right? Because I guess these are kind of OR dictionary with each other. Sort of. So that might be why. It might have been, yeah, it might have been. No, we don't want to use OR dictionary, right? Yeah, no OR dictionary. Right. Why? Alright, testing. Be right back. Alright guys, I think I did it with this pipe system and it's working. So, same kind of concept, right? Blacklist, match metadata, match NBT data. These things, always active. See, it's pulling out anything but. So that's cool. And it's doing 4 at a time, which is fine. And it's going to repop. Okay, that's cool. That is actually very nice. All right. Good deal, good deal, good deal, good deal, good deal, good deal. All right. So now that we know that works, that's cool. All right, so here we're going to have the same thing. So we're going to put you in, and we're going to say blacklist, match metadata, match NBT data. These guys. We're going to have a separate system designed for the non-primals. So if we say always active, then you should start filling up. Nice. That's what I want to see. Okay, cool. So you're draining some of each type here, and that's cool. And that's fine by me. And it should actually cycle through them all, it looks like it's doing, which is kind of cool. And I'm all right with that. So that's nifty, actually. So that's very cool. It'll kind of cycle through each type. That's pretty neat, actually. I'm very cool with that. So I guess while that's going, let's get like many stacks of Ordo. Or Terra, why not? That's cool. Maybe not that many. That'll do. And let's make sure that we've got enough of these. So we're going to need in total, so we should have another 64K in here by now, right? That finished crafting, so that's cool. So we can request one more. Nice. Kind of wouldn't mind these not being in here. And only the 564s being in there. That might break a little bit of something, but all right. I think it's prioritizing putting them in the tops, so that's cool at least. We'll just keep an eye on it, I guess. I'll eventually, you know what, I'll set up that dump it thing. That would be cool, right? Soren, what's that block that I can transfer what's stored in a cell from one cell to another?
IO port.
Do we have one of those?
We do not yet, no.
All right, I'm going to make one.
And I'll make it stop raining. There we go. Bam. No more rain. And we have about 355 plutonium, counting the drawer over here and then what's inside the system.
Nice.
So, not nearly enough of what you need.
Getting close though, right?
Yeah, it's one of those, like, it's so cost inefficient that it's not near worth it to make it.
Right.
Like, if they had it cheaper to get, then yeah. Like, hey, they had it super expensive to know how many people made it. But then they changed it to a wrench recipe and you get it as long as you don't autocraft. As long as they do that, that'd be perfect.
Gotcha.
Because I can make another Star Gen and create more than most big reactors can make.
Right. Two types of Essentia, so that's cool. So that should burn through pretty quick. So these guys will all be empty now, and you've got 11 types in there, so that's not going to go until our next type is done. What are you waiting on, Mr. Over Here thing? Probably working on balance shards at the moment, and we're probably waiting on all kinds of stuff. So let's do this. Let's put, because you're about to, well, you've still got a few types left. Let's see how you go. Hey, you still got 11 types to move. It's probably dumping, this one probably had all the Aurum. All right, let me get the crafting done here. We're just gonna have to do a little finagling. We'll be back. All right, guys, we're back. So my 64K might actually, yes, it's done. Cool. So that means what we can do is come over here, put you in here, remove this guy, and we can dump that. And then we don't have any more 4Ks in there, right? And that's ideal. We're going to need 2 more of those, but we'll let that go in just a second. That's awesome. Perfect. All right, there's one more thing I want to do before we have to wrap up, which is like now. Let's get our jars here. Soren, where did you put my void jars that I had laying around here?
What?
I had void jars around here somewhere.
They're probably in the ace. Or in this chest. No, they're in the ace system. They're anywhere.
They are not. So I'm going to make a new one.
And they probably got crafted into something.
That's potentially possible. Potentially. All right. So I'm going to want a file of Aurum. I think that's what I'm going to need. And we're going to come over here. And we're going to say... How do I want to run this? I have cable on me? I have cable on me. Good. So basically, I'm going to put the void jar here. We're going to put the export bus here. We're going to want a redstone controller on this thing. Do not void Essentia, only applies to void. Void, yes, so we do want a void. File of Essentia is Aurum. We're gonna want the redstone controller on it, and we're probably gonna want an acceleration card or two. Redstone card, cool. Now we have a stack. Okay, so if we come over here, oh good, it's running already. Haha, redstone card, let's go. Active with signal, okay. So let's see. How much ORM do we have in the system right now? Like 2K, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and we're going to basically make this thing be smart. There we go. Smart cable this dude. Soren's probably going to yell at me about all this cabling and how it works, but there. Now he has a little bit less to complain about. So that's that, right? Missing channel. It'll catch up in a sec. Cool. So we're going to do ORM. Emit when levels are above or equal to limit. Cool. So you should be emitting a redstone signal, which means that you are currently exporting, right? So if I come over here and shift click this, see how it's running right now? Okay. Now if we changed this, it would no longer be emitting. Perfect. That means it's working. Okay. Now if I put speed upgrades in here, it's going 10 at a time. That's definitely cool. Okay. Can I put another acceleration card up in here? No. 2 is the max. Okay, cool. So, I mean, that'll work. So, basically, that should emit any more than 1,000 ORM. Cool. I wish I could see the exact number. Wasn't there a hotkey I could use to, like, not see 2K, but the exact number, Soren? In AE?
Shift was it? I think in the normal. No, it's not a hotkey. It just shows it. I don't know about the magic terminal.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, essentially it's not working, but we'll see, because maybe it'll drop to 1.9K or something. It dropped to 1K, so that's good enough for me. So it's working. I'm voiding Essentia over here, the ORM Essentia. See?
Okay.
And it's not horribly wired. I even commented to my YouTube audience that you might complain about the wiring.
I'm gonna come over and look at it.
You come tell me if I did a good job.
Fancy new pants. My fancy pants.
I mean, I wouldn't call it fancy pants, but it's functional.
You should look at my fancy pants.
Are you wearing fancy pants? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I'm wearing fancy pants. Fancy pants.
Ooh, what are they?
Draconic, and they actually are different from the last time I used them.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
They have a shield. They actually have a HUD. Here, try this on real quick. Like, they charge up.
Ooh, that's neat.
Yeah. No.
I gave you my pants by mistake.
Hit me.
Oh, that's fancy. That's pretty cool. All right, let me have my pants back.
Oh. Those.
Yeah, I threw them to you by mistake. All right, so definitely wrapping up point. So I'm going to let this stuff, like, burn through all this excess Essentia stuff we have. So in theory, 2 more 64K cells, and I should be able to convert everything in here except for the primals. We'll work on the primals maybe next episode, but in theory, everything that's not a primal will automatically convert into liquid Essentia and store it in the AE system now. Ta-da! Done. So, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. For now, take it easy.